Hello everyone! The 36th episode of Skibidi Toilet Multiverse by Dom Studio has finally been released recently, and today I'm going to do a full analysis of it for you guys. So in today's video, I'll explain everything that happened in that episode, as well as tell you what we're about to see in the next episode of this multiverse. How exactly is Skibidi Scientist going to delay the Titans of the Alliance? How was DRILLWOMAN able to send a signal while she was a hostage in the Skibidi prison? And when will we finally see the long-awaited G-Man Apocalypse project? So get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this analysis to the end because it's going to be really interesting. Let's go! And from the very first couple of frames, we are getting shown a huge tower with the number 1 placed on it, which indicates that the events of this series have finally reached this base, although it was already obvious to me and I talked about it in the last analysis of mine. And then we're getting immediately shown that at least 2 Titans have already arrived at this place, which are Titan Drillman and Titan TV Man. And the last one turned out to be here in the process of actually chasing Skibidi Scientist. And well, just as I have already said it many times before, this will be a trap for Titan TV Man specifically. And despite the fact that the Bald John is a little bit late, the Skibidi Warriors are already here though. And by the way, you can notice quite an unusual device between these guys. And I don't know why exactly, but it reminded me of the End Crystal from the game called Minecraft. Although I'm pretty sure that you already know what this game is without my help. And it will be especially funny if he's going to use his energy streams to treat the fighting Skibidi Scientist or something like that. And thanks to this, he will be also able to delay the Titans for quite a sufficient amount of time. And at the end, Titan TV Man goes into his combat mode with the words, "Your time has come." And Skibidi John in his turn begins to charge his laser guns. And this reminded me of the last episodes of the original series by Boom, where G-Man fought with the Astro Toilet, and the whole battling process looks pretty similar to me now. Perhaps the Skibidi Scientist in this multiverse is able to launch the same clumps of energy though. But in any case, we will be able to see this legendary fight only in the next episode, unfortunately to us. And for now, we are getting transported inside of the Skibidi base, which was infiltrated by the group of the Alliance's agents, before which included Speaker Woman, the assassin Drillman, the legendary plunger cameraman in the role of the POV once again, the Dark Speakerman, TV Woman, and Camera Woman. That's quite a team, I must tell you. And now I want to remind you to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. And now, as you are subscribed, let's get back to the actual episode. At this base, the agents are already getting greeted with all the warm hospitality. But the Alliance did not appreciate this and finished off one of the mutants, after which these guys began to run away from a huge toilet with chainsaws, which apparently wanted to offer them some tea, but this was not 100% confirmed. And once again, all of this reminded me of some moments from the original Skibidi Toilet series by Boom, when agents also infiltrated the secret Skibidi bunker. And you know, I have a strong feeling that maybe we will say goodbye to some of these guys really soon, and that some of them will never be able to leave this base again. If you know what I mean by this, of course. And I assume that most likely the chosen one for such tragedy is going to be the Dark Speakerman, but it's also possible that it also may be someone else. Okay. So in the large and empty hall into which they have entered, they are met by the smoked mutant Skibidi, whom we actually already saw in the 33rd episode, when he was artificially smoked to such a state. And now I remember where I saw something like this before. It actually happened in the movie called X-Men Origins, Wolverine, when the protagonist of the film was fighting the character named Deadpool. And when the last guy began to charge the laser from his eyes, exactly the same black spots appeared on his face. And to be honest, this mutant is incredibly clumsy, so he couldn't even hit anyone with his eye lasers. However, he was able to catch the Black Speaker Man by his hand, but only because he decided to kindly fly in there, and maybe so that this mutant would not be too offended, but I do not really know how it was in reality. And by the way, at this point you can understand that the plunger cameraman actually has an incredible physical strength for his size. Just look at how he blocked and held the blow of this huge sword with his spiked plunger. And the poor Skibidi simply had no chance to win in this fight, because he was first relieved of the hand in which he was holding the Speakerman, and after that, Camera Woman started shooting at him with her new upgraded weapon. So now instead of a powerful rifle, an equally powerful laser appeared above her head. And I suspect this weapon was made for her just in order to suppress such large and bulletproof targets like this Skibidi mutant. And while Camera Woman was walking towards the direction of the mutant, we may notice someone hiding behind the table. Just look at this. It's actually my beautiful speaker woman, Hottie. Incredibly enough, but it seems like this is the first time when she decided not to be the first to climb on some dangerous opponents. So I guess my words have finally reached her earphones. But let's not get distracted though, because finally this Skibidi policeman decided to burn everything here with his red lasers. And even these large tanks of green liquid were damaged, which then got kicked down somewhere. And considering that the landing pad for the Skibidi scientist is also located somewhere below, I suspect that John is going to be greeted with some small gifts really soon. Fortunately, he did not manage to destroy everything here, including the agents themselves, because suddenly Clockwoman appeared, who stopped time for him. And after they have thrown down this terrible mutant, they decided to go to the next room where they have already been waited for. And finally, a long-awaited meeting with DRILLWOMAN has happened there, who had been captured in this Skibidi base for quite a long time. And soon after the agents entered this room, she sent a signal to Titan Drillman. And you know what? It actually looks pretty weird to me. I mean, why was she able to do this? And why didn't the Skibidi put some sort of signal jammers in here? Because they should have known that the drill men can send signals of help, right? Only if it wasn't set up on purpose and they didn't come to an agreement with her and actually made an alliance with the drill men. That would be a really unexpected plot twist, wouldn't it? Although they would hardly forgive them for what happened in the 24th episode, so it's pretty unlikely. Perhaps Skibidi has some kind of plan, and they specifically left her the opportunity to send signals in order to set another trap for Titan Drillman? Well, only in case they're actually just huge dummies, which I wouldn't be surprised at, honestly. And now let's move on to the Skibidi warriors, namely Billy and William, who were waiting for the agents here and saw everything that was happening with the help of cameras and monitors. And after William's words that this place will become a grave for them, we are getting transported to Titan Drillman, who received a signal from DRILLWOMAN and got out of the ground. It seems that the Skibidi warriors are very confident in their abilities because they are clearly in the minority here. But apparently they have some incredible abilities which I hope we will see in the next episode. And well, as for Titan Drillman, who just got out of the ground, I think that Skibidi's scientist and his assistants will deal with him, and I am sure that they have prepared some very clever trap that will allow Skibidi to at least delay the Titans. And well, after that, the long-awaited G-Man should already deal with them, and then the Titans will have no chance at all, at least according to Professor Kleiner. However, I don't think that we'll see him in the next episode. So most likely it will happen much later, maybe in 2 or 3 episodes, I'm betting on that. And well, in the 37th episode, a grand battle will take place both near the Skibidi Base 1 and also inside of it. And finally, we will see what kind of abilities these colored rangers have. And that was all for today. And if you want to see more of my analyses and other videos, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. And it was me, IsoChad. See ya!